I would go to absurdly impractical lengths to just not settle. Hello everyone and welcome back to the Wolf Pack. Today I just wanted to vent about a bunch of issues that I've had, and I have now, the good news is that I've actually found the resolution to this, but it was a mission to get there. So here's the thing, and here's one really bad characteristic about me, and that is that I don't settle for something. And sometimes I really should because it is impractical. Reason being is because we filmed this gameplay of Veiled Fate, and this is a sponsored video, so I did want to disclose that. This video that I'm filming right now, the vlog, is not, but the gameplay that we filmed is sponsored. So when something is for a client like that, I am not gonna put forth any kind of half-assed effort. That is the brand, and that is what I have been trying to build up this entire time. So I don't want to ever slip up on that. And I think that's one thing I also learned from being in science too, because that's what my mentor always taught me, and it still sticks with me to this day and has haunted me ever since, but in a good way, I think. And it was to never get sloppy. Before I was in lab, when I was like kind of doing stuff, I kind of just did stuff to this stuff, and I would just do experiments, and I would never kind of uphold a really high standard to things. I would kind of just like, okay, it's good enough. And she's like, no. And ever since then, what she's taught me has been drilled into my head, and it has bled over into me doing content and filming and video production and all of this now, which is amazing. So I could always be thankful for my mentor. But the point of today's story is that we filmed Veiled Fate already, and you might have seen some snippets of it because it was me, Bonds, and Law, and Christine. It was honestly a really fun gameplay. The gameplay itself was just so entertaining, and it was a blast, and I loved having everyone on. But then we ran into some issues, and I'm not blaming anyone on this, by the way. It's not on anyone except me. Just wanted to put that out there before I start complaining, because I'm only complaining about myself and my mistakes. So in that run, you might remember that I told you we did it 4 times over, and that is not an exaggeration. First time, it was like a technical issue because like one camera turned off too long. The second time, I was using this over here, which is my very, very high quality, the Deity PR2s. Now, even right now, even after the whole entire solution, I still prefer the audio on here. It's just a dash more crisp, and it just sounds so professional. And this is used with a lav. So when you can hide all that, it just looks so clean, and nothing really truly beats that. Except that you hear all of the rustling noises, that even though I tried to minimize it a lot, you still hear it from time to time. But the really, really big problem with that microphone is that you cannot monitor the audio levels. And the only way you can do that is if you are pulling up your phone. And I'm not gonna pull up my phone while we're playing a game. It's weird. And even if I put it underneath me, underneath this kind of drawer thing, it's very distracting. So that's not gonna work out. And that was the second issue. Third issue and the fourth issue ended up being gameplay problems. And I do not want to be known for getting rules wrong. So yes, there are gonna be mistakes here and there, but I just don't, like, if I know this is something I can manage, I don't wanna get it wrong, period. I just don't want that at all. I don't remember the third gameplay run through. It's already been so long since then. And the fourth gameplay, I know what we messed up, or what I messed up, and that was I forgot to bring Hadria along, because in this game, you are controlling a bunch of demigods, if you're unfamiliar with Veiled Fate, and then Hadria over here would follow you to wherever your god moves. So if my god moves over here, then Hadria follows over there. But that is something very easy to forget. And the thing is, it's also such a big deal because when Hadria moves around, Hadria starts gaining or losing points depending on where you are. So missing that beat was a big deal, and I just decided to call it and say, you know what, I am not happy with putting out this video, so I'm not gonna put it out. I'm not gonna send it to a client. I'm not gonna put it on my YouTube channel, period. Done. Because this time, I got my team out again. Sadly, Law and Christine did not make it out, but we did get Jack and Junior, who were super gracious with their time. And this is all paid work too. So, you know, 5 hours of work for everybody, and plus 3 other people that we're hiring for another shoot. It's very costly. So it was a very bad mistake to make for the second reshoot. And then on top of that, I didn't just do that. I got a whole slew of things that would streamline this process. New DJI mics, which absolutely streamlines the process. This right here is a godsend. And somehow it just magically came around the time when we're doing these 4-player gameplays. Also got a new monitor, which you can see up there. And that's pivotal because now I can be able to monitor exactly what we're doing and to see whether or not it is recording at which time and everything. And that's super important because if that camera turns off, guess what? People can't see what's happening in the game. So there are all these little major details that I've finally figured out, and today was smooth sailing. I've already checked the footage, I've already checked the audio, and everything just looks so clean. Like if you were to put out this video, this is what I'm happy with, and this right here is polished work. So with that said, I just wanted to hop on here and tell you all about the troubles I've been having and how at the end of the day it still was an amazing outcome because we still produced a wonderful product that I am truly happy with, and of course my team is happy with too. But ultimately I wasn't okay with settling. I'd rather go to any length to make sure that what we're putting out there is a premium product. Thank you for listening in and watching this little rant. I'm excited to show you all the final product, which I'm working on tonight and tomorrow in the midst of traveling. But with that said, I'm stoked to show you all what we did here. If you made it here to the very end, go ahead and comment never, because on the Tim June channel, we are never gonna settle and we're gonna put out good stuff, okay? To whatever extreme lengths they may be, sometimes a little too extreme, but you know what? It's gonna be done and it's gonna be done right. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all tomorrow morning.